Hi Soul Fam, happy Monday. Welcome back to our channel where we do tarot card readings every week. If we haven't met, I'm Frances. I'm a Reiki master healer, tarot card reader, and the creator of this deck. If you fall in love with this deck and want to purchase it, the link to do so will be in the description box below. It comes with the 78 tarot cards and a guidebook with a description of every card in here, tarot card spread templates to help guide you, ways to connect with the deck, all kinds of good stuff. And they are all sustainably made, which is very important to me. So if you love it, feel free to enjoy it. And if you ever want to work with me in a one-on-one setting, I have sessions available remotely wherever you are in the world, as well as in person in Orange County, California. So that's a little very brief spiel about who I am in a healer setting. But today I really just want to connect with you here. These readings are always free. They always will be. It's so important to me that people have access to spiritual connection. And so that is why I am here. So let's go ahead and connect energy, working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed, protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team. And each and every person who is here, welcoming their team forward. All right, what do you want to share this week? May 5th, 2025. Lots of fives today. Or whenever you're seeing this video, please trust it found you at exactly the right time. So if it is a day after, years after, please trust it found you exactly when it should. Okay. So single card, and then 3 cards together. Okay, so let's start with the first card here. A 5, interestingly enough. I was mentioning lots of 5s. Our first card here is a 5. 5 of Cups. This is the card of focusing a little bit too much on what is going wrong. And I do this in quotes because that is a very, sometimes things are going wrong and they're not actually going wrong, but we feel like they're going wrong. But hyper focus on things that are going wrong instead of things that are going right. So this week you may find yourself feeling maybe a little bit negative, maybe challenging to find the silver lining, to look at the bright side, or maybe you're already feeling this. Maybe your energy feels low, or you're scared. There's a lot of fear. Maybe you're worried about, world events. Maybe you're worried about a family member. Maybe you're worried about yourself. Maybe you're going through an experience that is bringing up a lot of fear or uncertainty. Or, maybe there's a lot of things that, could go wrong, but and so you're worried about those things, but instead Spirit is guiding us to focus on what is going right, what you do have, what is working, what you do know versus what you don't know, what feels good versus what feels heavy. So even in that, kind of an action step there is asking yourself that question of like, what has been bringing me down? What has been causing me stress? What has not been serving me? Whether this is something you're doing, whether this is media, whether this is, habits, whether this is somewhere you're allowing your mind to go, and actively choosing to limit that this week and beyond. And seeing what happens, seeing how your energy shifts, and then replacing those things, because if we don't replace it, we're going to slip back into it. So replacing those things with things that feel good, whatever that is for you. Taking a bath, reading a book, napping, going for a walk, calling a friend, cooking a delicious meal, like going and getting takeout, like whatever it is for you. But that's part one. Well, I don't know what number we're on, but one action step to do this week is like, what doesn't feel good? How can I shift that even physically? Like what things maybe are you eating or drinking, or like situations you're putting yourself in, like every time I do that, I just come out and I just don't feel good. Shift that where possible and replace it with something that does feel good, right? For example, maybe you're like, coffee is making me way too jittery. I'm going to switch to tea or to matcha, right? Simple switch, but maybe that's going to feel better for you. So really focusing on what is not feeling good. How can I shift that? And how can I replace it with something else? I'm really hearing media right now. So whether that's social media, the news, it's so important to be informed. And once you have the information, it's also healthy to stop and focus on your own circle. I'm not saying only focus on your own circle. We need to care about other people. But within the realm of what you're actually able to contribute and do. And then it's okay to refocus on self because you still have a life to live too. Okay. I'm just listening to see if there's anything else here. Yeah, another action step would be like finding the silver lining, being mindful of negative thought patterns, maybe coming up with a mantra or affirmation if you're feeling that. If you feel like really low, call a healer, call a therapist, call a friend, a family member. Like get the support you need to kind of pull you up and out of a slump if you're in that. And you might not feel that right now. You might not feel it at all. Remember, this is for the collective. So there's lots of different pieces of guidance, and I want you to receive the ones that resonate with you. But this week specifically, I think really focusing on mindset and just being mindful that you may be in your feelings this week. You may have a tendency to focus more on the negative. Maybe there's going to be some things that come up this week for you, whether that's globally or in your immediate circle, and you're like, that is not the best news, or I don't like that, or wow, I wasn't expecting that. And okay, how can I, find the silver lining or focus on the bright side or do something to refill my cup? Okay. I'm not saying that bad things are going to happen. I don't want to worry anyone. But this is just giving you permission to focus on the good. Giving you permission to focus on the good. Because I know sometimes that feels really irresponsible. This week, they're like, if you're in your feelings, like choose the feelings, right? Responsibly shift. Get the support you need and then responsibly shift to the positive. Okay? Okay. Next card. Okay, this came up last week, did it not? Two of Pentacles. This is about time management, scheduling, structure. So we're still receiving this energy. So if you didn't do it last week, that's okay. Opportunity to do it again this week. And or if you did look at your schedules, your budgets, the structures in your life, the systems in your life, etc. last week, continuing that this week. It's really hard to change our life in 1 week. Right? Sometimes we need more time. So continuing there, whether this is like cleaning out your home of things that aren't serving you, reorganizing, again, looking at your schedule, making some changes there, giving yourself more space and time, take a lunch break. I know for me personally, my childcare situation changed, but I ended up being able to change my schedule with that. So moving forward, I used to work in the afternoons on Thursdays. Now I'm going to work in the morning on Thursdays, which I'm excited about and hopefully will serve my clients as well so that there's more variety in the times in my availability in which I'm able to serve. So I could have left it, but because there was an opportunity to change it, I chose to change it because I thought that it fit better. So that would be an example. This could be everything from like scheduling carpooling for your kids to meal planning to implementing like a Sunday check-in, right? Where you plan your week, you put your workouts in if you want to, you know, goals for the week, like whatever it is. But this is really, Two of Pentacles is very much about putting systems in place that work for you so you don't get swept up because we're still in a really busy time of year. You may find that your social calendar is really busy or is going to get really busy. Your work may get busy. There might be a lot of things, again, that almost pop out of nowhere where you're like, oh, I have to deal with this now. Nothing bad, but just like things that require your attention. Little things you have to do. Having a system in place that is, scheduled and working and running efficiently is going to help you when things pop up. So this is an interesting action step here. In your schedule, if you can, I want you to schedule time for the unexpected, Okay. Okay, so for example, I know this week, hopefully, we have like an under the sink water filter system. And so we're getting our new filters. We get them once a year. And so I know that that's going to be like a task that needs to be done, right? So that might be something where I know, okay, every Sunday during nap time or every Wednesday, whatever, or at least one day a week, even if it's not scheduled on a specific day, but one day a week for 1 to 2 hours, I have time to do the things that are not in my normal schedule, but that I know something's gonna come up, right? Water filters, or I don't know, I have to wash the dog bed, or whatever the thing is, right? I want to clean out the diaper bag, like random little things like that. So having that open time to choose what you do with it is gonna make it less stressful when things come up and you're like, I don't have time to do this. Yes, you do. You have your hour on Sundays, right? And if you don't have anything to do in that time, bonus, you get an extra hour for you to rest, to restore, to recalibrate. Now, hopefully you have that time anyways in your schedule. If you don't, please schedule that in as well, right? This is getting systems in place. I have my time daily or every 2 days or once a week where I can really lean in to just be with me for me. It can be 10 minutes a day, it can be an hour a day, whatever you have. But putting it on the calendar, putting it in your schedule, because that is going to create the system that keeps your life running in a way that doesn't run you dry, that keeps you in a more positive energy so that you feel excited about life. And also, when things come up, because they do, you have that extra time and you've been having your little daily charge ups so that you're energized enough to do those things. Okay? Okay. Once you do it for like 1 to 2 weeks, it becomes a lot easier to do it. It's just starting the new habit and getting used to downtime and getting used to time open on the calendar. Okay? You don't always have to be doing something. All right. But you do have to, you want to schedule your life so that you have space to not always be doing something. Because if we don't schedule it, sometimes we're always go, 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 go. By accident. It's just by default. Okay? So schedule the time in and schedule your schedule. So schedule your life. Schedule the time to rest and schedule the time to have, random miscellaneous things that might come up. And if there aren't any, more time to rest. Okay? I don't want this to feel confining, but it's, again, this came up last week, it's structure for freedom. It's so your brain knows, oh yeah, there's time for everything. I can relax. Those things over there are handled. I've delegated this task, right? So delegation is a big thing as well. Look at your life as systems. Look at your life even as a business or as a factory. How do we make it work better? Okay? All right. And then finally, these 3 cards here. Ooh, love this for us. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, so 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands. So 3 of Cups, this is the card of fun, of play, of celebration, of joy, of laughter, of freedom. Then we have Ace of Cups, new beginnings, learning lessons from the past. The lotus grows from the mud, so we take what we learned from the past, even the really hard stuff, and we use it as fertilizer to help us grow and build in the new beginnings. And then 4 of Wands, this is the card of celebration. This is the card of fertility, possibly even pregnancy, if that is something that you are hoping for, either this month or sometime soon, or birthing something into the world, potentially even your own rebirth, who you are, who you want to be. You get to decide that. And how you're going to come to this stage of rebirth. Let's talk about the rebirth of self right now, okay? And then we'll come to the other pieces. But rebirth of self, who I want to be in this world, this is going to be born from a place of joy. It has to be a place of joy and excitement and passion and curiosity, right? We might not know everything, but we're curious about it. There's an excitement to it. 3 of Cups, again, this is celebration. This is, I equate it to like a girls' weekend. This is, like enjoying life and laughing and being carefree. And then Ace of Cups, new beginnings. But again, cups, emotional opportunity, things that feel really good. To be reborn how you want to be. And again, it's interesting that this is coming after this Five of Cups of there might be some negativity, there might be some hardship, there might be some, like struggle to find the positive. So this week, I want you to be really mindful of that. Do your reframing work. Find that silver lining, and then really focus on doing things that feel joyous and good for you, whatever that is. Like maybe pause this and make a list. What makes me feel good? Make a list. Because in that, and then when you're going to do it, Two of Pentacles, what makes me feel good? When am I going to do that this week? How can I set myself up for success so I actually do? And then in that energy, so maybe come the weekend, Thursday to Sunday-ish, okay, I've been doing things that feel good every day. I've been enjoying my time. I've been reconnecting with what I like and what I don't like, because sometimes we don't even know what that is. So we have to do things that make us feel good to be like, oh, there she is. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Okay, I'm back. And then from that place, who am I? What do I want? What am I creating? Okay. It's very difficult to create or live in connection with self when we are not mentally or emotionally feeling good. So this week, again, your energy is ready to be reborn into whatever version of you want. But that has to be born from a place of joy and excitement. The clarity has to come from a place of joy and excitement. We can't know who we are if we are not feeling aligned. So that's why this week it really feels like a refocus on self, making time for that, making time for your joy. And this is going to be fundamental for those of you who are like, I don't have time for that. I need to build, I need to go, I need to do more. This is fundamental to the building. This is fundamental to the rebirth of self and who you are, and also the birth of whatever it is you are bringing into the world, whether that is a human, whether that is a project, whether that is a business, whether that is a relationship, whether that is a idea, like whether that's a garden, whether that's a meal, like whatever it is. Creating from a place of joy, of things that feel, it sounds so simple when you say it, right? Creating from a place of joy is what is going to be the most successful for that thing that you are birthing. But our world is designed to have us be in go, go, go. So we need to be so intentional with our time, still living our life. We can't just like turn everything off, but we can create these moments where we can take care of ourselves. We can delegate so we have more time. We can set time on the calendar so we know, oh yeah, I'm not running out of time. I have time to do the extra stuff. And instead of getting down on myself for whatever the thing is that's bringing me down, I'm going to acknowledge that. And then I'm going to reframe it. And I'm going to refill my cup with something that feels good. Because I am ready to not only be reborn into the version of me that feels so good, which, pause, I want you to identify that. If I could say you could be reborn tomorrow in the version of yourself, and I don't like to say the highest version of yourself because that implies like you have to be better. It's not being better. It's being the most true to you, the happiest version of you. What is that? What does it look like? What are you doing? So get clear on that, okay? And then, and again, maybe this is accomplishments, but it feels more personal this week. Like you in your being, who you are, how you want to exist daily, okay? And then we have to make the time and space to nurture the soul, to reconnect with our joy, because maybe you haven't felt it in a while. So you know not only, oh, that's possible for me, but this is who I am. Okay? And then from that place, only if you want to, that's where you can come back to your manifestations and your co-creations and your goal setting. Because building from an aligned place, nothing can stop you. Okay. Okay, beautiful messages this week. I'm really excited for you. Please share how this resonated with you in the comments. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel for our weekly readings, and hopefully more to come soon. And if you ever feel called to donate to the Love Jar, this is my PayPal donation link. It helps me to show up with energy for you every week. So grateful. I see your names. I send you the biggest hug, the biggest sense of gratitude. It really means so, so much. So thank you for that. I am sending so much love your way. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you soon.